Alright, welcome back. We have our next part for our Wizard 101 balance playthrough. We had just finished up Triton Avenue, and we are now going over to Cyclops Lane.
There's a pop. You say this was... The whole city's a mess. The guard is completely overwhelmed. I hate to ask, but could you see if Private Quinn on Firecat Alley needs help?
Oh, good. Professor Drake sent me another assistant.
We got Nolan Stormblades.
We can talk safely over here.
I'm gonna go ahead and use the teleporter to get there faster.
There. My fellow...
Alright, our first quest, we gotta go ahead and beat up 3 lumbering trolls. And we also got another quest to defeat 3 lumbering trolls.
Hey there, Wizard.
Darn, that battle's full. That would have been nice. We gotten all 3 trolls in one fight. Since they're myth, we can try using the Thunder Snake to see if we can one-shot them. Did not one-shot him. That's okay, we can go ahead and use Scarab to finish them off. Perfect. 1 down, 2 more to go. Which we can go ahead and run over here and join this guy. Now we can go ahead and just beat up these 2 guys. And then I'll finish both of our quests. That should kill the first one. By casting weakness on the troll, we did save our pip, so we can go ahead and cast Scorpion, which will one-shot the troll as long as we don't fizzle. Bloodbath is not going to be enough to kill him. Scorpion will. And we fizzled. Okay. Well, let's try this again. We high rolled and we hit max damage. Nice. Finishes both of our quests. Got a new hat, which the hat is not good. Go ahead and turn both these quests in. Alright, now we gotta go talk to Cyrus Drake in Ravenwood, which he is the myth teacher. We'll go ahead and teleport to our dorm. That way we can go easily talk to the myth professor here in Ravenwood.
Yes?
Now we gotta go talk to the seller in the robe shop in the shopping district. Now we gotta go back to Cyrus Drake. Go ahead and teleport back to the dorm in Ravenwood. Maybe we can get there a little faster. And we'll just run over to his school.
That's it.
Alright, now we gotta go talk to Merle Ambrose in the Commons. We'll just go ahead and teleport to the Commons, that way we can run into Headmaster Ambrose. Hopefully, we can teleport back to Cyclops Lane after this.
I will. Wizard.
Alright. Oh, no, we gotta go back to Ravenwood. Okay. I go back to Ravenwood to talk to the myth professor again. See what he has to say.
You're still.
Alright, nice. Now we can go back to Cyclops Lane. Hopefully that finishes that quest line and then we can go start battling again.
Professor Drake, so that
Perfect. A sturdy blade. Gives 20 HP, that is worse than the one I already have equipped. Let's go talk to this guy and turn this quest in. Go ahead and join this guy and fight this Cyclops. We're going to cast weakness on him, so hopefully we can draw on a Scorpion next turn. Okay, so it looks like we got a Storm Wizard with us, which is good. The Storm is super effective against Myth. So we did get a Scorpion. We're going to go ahead and cast that on the second one. Because the second Cyclops is what's going to attack us. raccoons casting a spell. They polymorphed into some kind of creature. Okay, we high rolled for damage. Now we should be able to just cast our Scarab and finish off the second Cyclops there. Okay, looks like he killed the first one. As long as we don't fizzle here, we should kill the second one, and that should complete this quest for us to go ahead and turn it in. Perfect. And we got a treasure card. Alright, so now we gotta go to the Dark Cave.
You have to get us out of here. Those zombie creatures have the talisman to dispel these bubbles.
Okay.
Get it from them, please.
Now we gotta defeat a rotting fodder. Which we also have a second quest to defeat one as well, and then a skeletal warrior. Go ahead and cast Elemental Shield on us, that way we can reduce any storm damage, as well as that allows us to save a pip so we can cast Scorpion next turn. As long as we don't fizzle, the Scorpion will do enough damage to one-shot the rotting fodder. Nice, and we high rolled that damage as well.
Take the talisman, free the miscreants.
So we did not collect
For the great one,
what we needed to for that quest.
and whose teeth destroy.
That means we gotta try to defeat another rotting fodder, but we did find a skeletal warrior. So go ahead and try to fight him first. We'll go ahead and cast Elemental Shield on us because they are ice. So hopefully we can block some ice damage coming our way. We'll go ahead and cast Scorpion. They do have 235 HP, so this is definitely not enough to one-shot the Skeletal Warrior. As long as we do high enough damage, we should be able to cast one of our weaker spells to finish him off next round. And thankfully we had that Ice Shield up, which did reduce that rank to Ice Spell by 50%. Go ahead and cast Fire Cat. Nice. Killed the Skeletal Warrior. We did not collect the armor from the Skeletal Warrior, so not only do we have to fight the Rotting Fodder again, but we also have to fight a Skeletal Warrior again. Okay, let's go ahead and have our little goblin cast Balance Blade on us. That way we can increase our next spell by 25% damage. Which again, we saved a pip, so we should be able to use the Scorpion, which will one-shot our Rotting Fodder here. Nice. We did collect what we needed from the rotting fodder, so we don't need to do that again. But we do need to fight the skeletal warrior. Go ahead and cast that elemental shield. Try and block that ice damage. Looks like he's casting a shield of his own. Go ahead and use Scorpion. So this is not enough damage to one-shot him, but it should do the majority of his health. That way, next turn we can go ahead and cast one of our rank 1 spells to finish him off. Go ahead and cast Scarab. Oh, we fizzled. Okay. Okay, good thing we got our ice shield up. Reduce that damage. Alright, let's go ahead and cast Scorpion. And as long as we don't fizzle, this should kill him. Nice, we collected the armor, so now we can go ahead and switch off of that quest and go back to the Cave Escape. We have to go free these wizards that are trapped in these bubbles. Not entirely sure how they got there. But anyway, we do have to free them.
I'll get everyone to safety.
Okay,
Find us
looks
back
like
by
we
Nolan
freed
and
all
we
the
can discuss
wizards.
next steps.
We can go ahead and turn in our quest. You can see that all the wizards popped up back here. And we did level up, and we are now level 9. And once we hit level 10, we will unlock our rank 3 balance spell. And there's a couple more quests we can pick up here.
He's likely just backing his old hideout down the street. Mind taking a look for me? If he's there, I'll get some guards to back you up.
So it looks like we got 2 quests to defeat Minotaurs. And it looks like we got a quest for a boss. Go ahead and finish this quest here, and then we can go fight the boss first after this quest. An armored tunic. It gives 33 HP, which is worse than the robe that we currently have equipped. We are just going to leave the one that we have. Those teleporters are so handy because we were just able to teleport straight here. Alright, there is actually a Minotaur here, so that'll help out. We can beat him as part of our quest. We got a rank 2 boss and a rank 2 elite. Ooh, I got some large health pools. Alright, let's go ahead and we'll cast the Balance Blade on ourselves, or our little goblin will, hopefully in our next hand we draw into a scorpion. And that way we can use it on the boss, and then I'll take out some good damage on him. We did not get a scorpion, so let's go ahead and cast Elemental Shield on us. Both of our opponents here are Myth, but they can cast other school spells, so if they do cast a Fire, Ice, or Storm spell, it still will reduce. So just like we saw here with the boss, we did decide to cast an Ice spell, so luckily we had the Elemental Shield and we reduced it by 50%. Okay, alright, nice. We did get a scorpion, we'll go ahead and hit the boss with the scorpion. That way our balance blade can increase the damage. Nice, we've reduced that thunder snake damage by 50%. He fizzled, nice. Alright, well we can go ahead and cast Scorpion again on the boss. As long as we don't fizzle, it will kill the boss. And now we just gotta kill the Minotaur. Which luckily for us, we do have 2 quests where we have to go defeat. I believe it's 3 Minotaurs. This will be 1. We really need that 3rd copy of Scorpion to take out a big chunk of this guy's health. We did not draw, but we are going to go ahead and cast Elemental Shield on us. That way if you cast an Ice, Fire, or Storm spell, we will reduce the damage and hopefully live longer. Oof. Alright, we did not get our Scorpion. So we are actually going to Pixie, which is going to heal us for 400 HP. That way we don't die to the Minotaur on his next turn. Yeah, because that troll would have definitely killed us if we didn't heal there. Ooh, and our pet, that triggered our pet, which he actually has an ability where if we get damaged, he has a chance to cast the spell Unicorn, which heals me and all my teammates for 465 HP. So that is pretty nice. I'm going to go ahead and cast Thunder Snake. He is Myth, so the Storm spell will do extra damage, but unfortunately a fizzle. Okay, still no Scorpion, that's okay. Go ahead and cast a Fire Cat on him. We low rolled, so we did the least amount of damage possible. Luckily we got that Elemental Shield up, so we reduced that ice damage. Still no Scorpion, but luckily we got the Thunder Snake card again, so we can give it a second shot. And that was enough to kill him, nice. And we did get an amulet, which that amulet actually gives us another copy of our Scorpion, but the extra copy of Scorpion that it gives us, it actually gives us a version that does a little bit more damage than the original spell. And that one will appear blue instead of the white border card like we normally have. Alright, so we finished that quest, but before we run back, let's go ahead and kill 2 more Minotaurs to finish that, and then we'll go back and turn in all 3 quests. go ahead and cast Balance Blade on ourselves. We do have a Scorpion in hand. So next turn we will cast Scorpion, and that probably won't kill because he has 285 HP. But it will do a bunch of damage where we should be able to use one of our rank 1 spells to finish him off. I spoke too soon, we fizzled. Luckily we got our Scorpion card back, so we can try again. Nice. $215, should have 70 HP left. Let's just go ahead and cast another Scorpion at him. He high rolled on his damage with his rank 2 misspell. Nice. And we high rolled on our damage. Go ahead and get that red orb over there, that way we can heal up a little bit. And we will go ahead and fight one more of these Minotaurs. That way we can finish our quest. And then we'll go back in and turn in all 3 of those quests. And hopefully they give us some better gear. And looks like we got another wizard. Oh, 2 more wizards that joined our battle. Okay, let's go ahead and cast Scorpion on the first one. He high rolled our damage. Okay. Myth Wizard actually high rolled on his damage too, but because he used a misspell on a Myth Minion, it did resist and lowered some of the damage. Luckily we had a fire shield up to reduce some of that fire cat damage. We'll go ahead and we'll try Frost Beetle on the first one. Not guaranteed to kill, it could low roll on the damage and not kill. Alright, but we hit just enough. Ooh, fizzle. They're really targeting that second guy there. I'll go ahead and I will... Not sure why he's going to use a level 2 lightning spell, but sure. I'll go ahead and attack the third guy here. Okay, well the second Minotaur is down, so now we just got this last one. Unfortunately, I do not have any damage spells. I can cast a weakness on the Minotaur, so that way if we don't kill him, he at least will do some reduced damage. luckily we did cast that weakness. We did get Scarab, so we'll go ahead and cast that. As long as we don't fizzle, we will get the killing blow on our Minotaur here. Perfect. Now we can go ahead and turn in our quests here. Alright, so let's go ahead and let's teleport back to them.
Oh, thank you. And see, it
Alright,
says right on
that
the
was
front,
easy.
maze book, not labyrinth.
And we got this
no
last one
guarding
over
necessary.
here.
Silly warhorns.
Nice, we got a hat. Let's see what it gives us. It gives 18 HP, which is worse than the hat that we already have. And then we got a housing item. So then our next quest, we go ahead and use one of these teleporters. Talk to the Cyclops here. Alright, we'll go fight. Who's that? General Akilles. See if this other wizard joins us. If not, that is okay. They do not. Which is okay. Oh, I am not fully healed. Okay, we are going to go back out. We are going to fully heal. We're going to go get some of those red orbs. I did not realize that. And we're also low on mana. So this is what we're actually going to do. We're going to throw down a teleporter here. We're going to teleport back to the commons. We're going to go pick up some blue orbs. That way we get some more mana. Because if we run out of mana, we won't be able to cast spells. There are a lot of people here in commons. Alright, that should be enough. Let's go ahead and teleport back. Go ahead and step on the ring. That way we can enter into the tower. 10 seconds in case anybody wants to join. Alright, now that we're fully healed and we got some mana, we can now take on General Akilles. Alright, let's go ahead. We will go ahead and cast Thunder Snake on the first Cyclops. He's only got 135 HP, so we'll take him out first, and then we'll fight the General, which he has 470, so that's a good bit more, so hopefully we can save our 3 Scorpions for him. Alright, we will go ahead. Oh, I'm sorry, the first Cyclops has 235. I did not read that correctly. Alright, let's go ahead and let's cast Imp on the first one. So if we hit him with 2 more rank 1 spells, that should kill him, and then we can save our rank 2 Scorpion spell for the General over there. Alright. We will... Oof. go ahead and cast Frost Beetle on first guy. There's a chance it might kill, and there's a chance that it might not. Hopefully it does. Alright, perfect. That was just enough damage. Alright, let's go ahead and cast Weakness on the General. That way if he casts any spell against us, it will reduce by 25%. This way we save a pip, and then next turn we can go ahead and cast Scorpion. Which you can see here. We have our normal Scorpion with our white background where it does 160 to 200 damage. But that amulet gives us a special version of our Scorpion, which is this blue color. Still costs 2 pips, still has 85% accuracy, but instead of 160 to 200 damage, it has 185 to 225 damage. So it's a upgraded version of the original spell. Alright, we'll go ahead and we'll cast another weakness. That way we can save our pip, and then again next turn use Scorpion. Alright, now we have the option, if we wanted to, we can now Pixie, which we are actually going to do because we're down to 114 health, and we definitely can't kill the General this turn. And we reduce that Frost Beetle damage. Alright, we will go ahead and we'll pass our turn here. That way we save our pip, and then that way we can go ahead and cast Scorpion on our next turn. Alright, now we will go ahead and cast our Scarab to hopefully try and kill him. Alright, well that didn't kill him, so we'll go ahead and just do it again. And hopefully we don't fizzle, because if we fizzle, he will definitely kill us. Perfect.
So you brought that.
Nice, so we did get a new robe, which unfortunately that robe is for the life school, so we cannot use that. We will go turn in our quest.
The trolls.
We do have a couple more quests
Victor
here.
Duff, what about costumes?
Wizard City
Lip
Robe
balm?
Shop.
What about stands?
And let me guess, you have the pet quest.
You got a pet, right,
Yes,
Bro
you
Wiz?
do, which we are
Let's
not
set
going
it
to do
up,
that
Sir
quest.
Cyclops
We'll
Lane
skip
to
that
find
for
our
now.
buried spellbooks.
I'll turn in this quest.
General Akilles.
We actually got a new spell. We got Spirit Shields. So like our elemental shield, but this one will work against life, death, and myth. And then we also got a new robe. This robe gives us 2 extra damage for balance spells. But I still think that is worse than our robe that just gives us additional health. Alright. Let's go ahead and talk to the Wizard City robe shop. There it goes.
Welcome to...
Okay, we gotta go talk to somebody else in the shopping district.
Welcome.
We gotta go to the amulet shop.
Buy something and then quickly zip.
Got an antique wand, which that wand is actually worse than the one that we have. Right now we gotta go to Unicorn Way. Gotta go to the thief's house. Now, unfortunately, in Unicorn Way, they do not have the teleporters that we used, like we did in Triton Avenue and Cyclops Lane. So we will just have to run all the way there. The fear of fire. Ice, and then a lost soul, which is our death. We'll go ahead and we will cast our scarab on the lost soul, which should one-shot him. And we'll focus on the fear of fire. Go ahead and cast an elemental shield on us and protect us from his ice spells. And that way this turn we can go ahead and cast our scorpion because we saved that pip from last turn. One fizzled. Luckily we do have an extra scorpion in our hand. And we were able to one-shot him, nice. Alright, now we gotta go to the thief's house in Triton Avenue. Go ahead and use the teleporter. We can get closer. Load us in, or what's going on? Why is that not working? There it goes. You got the fear of drowning. Interesting.
Can't you see I'm busy here? It's rude to interrupt, you know, and rudeness must be punished.
Okay, we'll cast the Scarab on the Lost Soul, which will one-shot it. We'll go ahead and cast the Balance Blade on ourselves. That way we increase our damage next turn, but we also save our pip, so we can go ahead and cast Scorpion next turn. Nice. And now we gotta return back to Cyclops Lane, where we have, I believe that's our last thief house. Why can't I use the teleporter? See if this one works. Oh, there is no teleporter there. What is going on? Let me try quitting out of the game and see if that resets it. Oh, that does not. Let me relaunch it. Alright, there we go. Fixed it. Maybe I spoke too soon. There we go. Alright. Let's see where this last house is. A yellow teleporter. Fear of gentle breezes. Alright, we'll go ahead and cast our Frost Beetle on the Lost Soul, which will one-shot it. And then we'll go ahead and cast our Thunder Snake, which hopefully will one-shot our Ghost here. And I fizzle. That's okay because we got Scorpion in our hand next turn. As long as I don't fizzle, this will kill our Ghost here. We got a new pair of boots. Soft boots, which gives 6 HP, which is worse than the boots that I currently have. And now we just gotta go to the Dark Cave. Hopefully this is our last thieves' house. Got Buried Fear. Go ahead and use Scarab on the Lost Soul to kill it. Go ahead and cast Elemental Shield to block some storm damage. And that way we save our pip so we can use the Scorpion on the next round. Okay, we will have to cast one more spell. But any spell will kill him because he's only got 13 HP remaining. Go ahead and cast our life spell Imp. Alright, and then now we can go ahead and finally turn in this quest.
All the shop.
Alright, with that, we finished our last quest in Cyclops
Stop
Lane.
by if you would.
We
I have a
did
new
level up
spell
to level
for you.
10. So next time when we do our next part, we will go get our rank 3 balance spell. But please make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. That way you can be notified when the next part gets added to the channel.